Hello, welcome back to Tottenham Logic. So I've been watching a lot of podcasts, a lot of YouTube channels, reading a lot of comments, and just to try and get a gist of how Tottenham fans are feeling right now. And I'd say it's 50-50. I'd say 50% of the fans are feeling very pessimistic. They're not being negative, they're just it's their opinion. They have their view on Spurs just like everyone else. But they're saying that Tottenham cannot defend. They're saying that Tottenham are too easy to play against. Tottenham don't know what they're doing. Ange Ball doesn't work. He's too stubborn. But I just want to do a bit more of a insight onto what is actually happening in these games. And for me, when I was watching these games, I've seen a huge improvement from last season. And I'll tell you why, just from eyesight, without reading the stats out first, is we're dominating both halves now. In the first season, we was only playing well for maybe one half, and then in the second half we'd get undone and we'd end up losing because we couldn't play for two halves. That has changed. I haven't now seen us concede from a free kick or a set piece yet, which was another massive issue from last season. I know that Ange has brought in a set piece specialist now, and we've scored from a set piece but not conceded. So again, I've seen improvements there. I just want to go through some stats now, just to show you that things are not all that bad, and we can be a little bit optimistic going into the next, well, there's 7 games in 19 days. A lot of people saying the squad won't deal with it, but I think they will. I think there's a lot of hunger in this team now compared to last season. The players brought in are hungry to win. We had brought players on last season like Skip and Højbjerg that probably knew they weren't going to be here next season. Royale knew he wouldn't be here next season. We've got players in now that are hungry, that want to win games. I just think that we're in a better position than we think. I understand that some of these stats can be positive, and the only stat that matters is the goals and the points. But what I'm saying is, if we change one thing, basically, if we start putting our chances away, everything else is coming together other than that. We haven't had a number 9 for the last 2 games either. We need to put that in perspective. We brought Dominic Solanke in for a reason, and that was the reason. So, and by the way, Dominic Solanke's had 3 shots on goal and 3 on target this season. He's had 3 dribbles and 3 successful dribbles this season, and he's only played 1 game, and that was all against Leicester. So anyway, let me read out some stats for you, and this probably might make you feel a little bit more encouraged, I'd say, for future games. So firstly, average possession. And I'm going to compare this with the rest of the Premier League, by the way. So not just tell you Tottenham stats, I'll tell you the top 3 of each one. So average possession. Tottenham are top of the Premier League for possession-wise. So we're keeping hold of the ball. We're dominating games more. We're in the game all the time. We're pressing. We're the team that wants to win that game. We've got the ball all the time. Yeah? More than any other team in the Premier League at the moment, with 68.9% average possession, which is very, very high. Yeah, so that's good. That's a good start. So if you think, well, I'll tell you in that list as well, Southampton are actually second, so big up to Southampton. And third on that list with 64.9 is Manchester City. So if you go to shots on target per game, say again, we're getting shots on target. Say we are second with 6.7, Nottingham Forest are top with 7, Chelsea are third with 6. But again, we're having shots on target, but we're not scoring. Okay, either the goalie's saving it, or it was an easy save or whatever, but it's on target. So if you go to big chances missed, Tottenham are third in that as well. So we're getting big chances, but we're missing them. So again, the key is to put them away. The one thing we're not doing is putting away our chances. Liverpool top with 9 missed chances, and they're top of the league. So I think they're top anyway, yeah. And Manchester United are second with 9 big chances missed, and Tottenham are third with 7 big chances missed. So accurate passes in the game. So this is one thing as well that annoyed me last season, was Tottenham were giving the ball away way too many times, and that was causing our defence to have more pressure on them. And accurate passes, Tottenham are third in the Premier League with 520 accurate passes. And remember how many times we have to play that ball forward because Ange won't allow us to play sideways and backwards. And we're top 3 for that. So we're doing everything right regarding getting the ball and passing it to each other. It was just we're not finishing the chances. So if we go to touches in the opposition box, again, we are top in the Premier League for touches in the opposition box. So we're getting in the right positions. We're just not creating the chances to score. Well, we're creating them, but we're not scoring them. So again, Tottenham are top of that for 145 touches in the opposition box in 3 games. Manchester City are second with 134 and Liverpool are third with 122. Again, the finishing stats are what counts because that's what gets you points. I know that, but I'm just saying we're doing everything but score. Corners. Tottenham are way ahead of any team in the Premier League. Tottenham have 37 corners compared to second place Man City with 24 and equal second Southampton with 24. So Tottenham are getting a lot of corners, which shows they're doing a lot of attacking, but they're just not having that final piece to get that over the line to score. So if we go to look at our defensive things at the moment, so if we look at successful tackles in a game, I remember when I said earlier in the video how hungry we are. Tottenham have had 15 successful tackles per match and are top of the Premier League for successful tackles. So the hunger in the team to win the ball back is there. We just need to score. If you go to possession 1 in the final third, something Ange really is key for Ange's system. Tottenham are top of the Premier League again for possession 1 in the final third with 8.7 per game. Manchester City second and Manchester United third on that. So Manchester United are doing all right as well, to be honest. So if you look at it as well, if we go to clearances per games, so let's look at how many times Tottenham are under the cosh in defence because our defence is so poor. So 1 being the most defensive clearances, Tottenham are 17th in the Premier League for clearing the ball. They don't need to be clearing the ball as much as only 3 other teams clear the ball. 17 other teams clear the ball more than we have to. Yeah. So again, defense is not all as bad as it seems. We switch off sometimes, and that's probably 2 things we need to work on. Stop switching off. So if we switch off, then things happen. But again, see, if you look at all these stats, things are okay. Things are not too bad. If we finish our chances and all these stats stay the same, we're going to dominate a lot of games and we're going to win a lot more than we lose. So it's nothing to panic about just yet. Let me know in the comments what you think about these stats, and come on, you Spurs.